Well, hello. How's it going? We are here. And we are opening this box. This is, sorry, an audio shield for Arduino, he says, putting it slightly out of focus. Hey, it's an, Evident Singer 14. Ah, right, Evident Singer. I can read your lead speak. Yes, slightly out of focus. Webcam here, but let me go ahead and fix that. There it is. I can actually read it now. So we have an audio shield that we're gonna put together. Yes, hello, how are you? Open up this box. Hey, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Oh, there are many parts. And a board. And that's it. Oh, not too bad. It's good to see people in chat today. It's always fun to talk to. Alright, what do we got? So in the box we have new electronics. Now, just an advert. We have a sticker. And we have the actual parts that we're going to solder. We also have this. I don't know, it's been kind of crazy over the last month or two, or three, but I think I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. Make sure you have the right tools, assembly hints, okay. Construction, resistors, got it. Yada yada. Okay, so this is actually diagrams and everything. That's probably how we're gonna end up putting this together. So what's this? Assembly manual. This is not what we want. No, doesn't seem to actually offer any advice. Okay. What about this? Warning and safety information. Okay, so the only one that we actually need is right here. And this tells us how to build the thing, so we're going to use this. Crazy is an understatement. The whole world goes into shutdown because of an overhyped flu. Yep, pretty much. Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? You just gotta kind of roll with the punches sometimes. Oh, okay. That opens. It's gonna have extra parts if I need them. But good to know that that opens. Thanks. There we go. Alrighty, let's make sure that this is in focus. It should be. Yeah, it should be pretty much in focus. Excellent. Alright, let's bring out the good stuff, huh? Soldering iron and everything. So I've got this iron, but the tip on it is quite tiny, so we're going to change that out for a slightly larger tip. Because this is all through-hole stuff, and I've been soldering SMD or surface mount components recently. And this tip is tiny and designed for those, and not the larger ones. So I have my tips, and I'm just going to swap out for the big one. In fact, specifically this guy in the front. So this is the tip that I'm going to be using for this one. Alright, try and screw this back on. And boop. That looks about right. Okay. Go ahead and put that in there. Move that off to the side so we don't have to look at it the entire time. Try and be somewhat professional here. give focus to the things that actually need focus, like this. A little professional. Got my flux. And I'm going to, should I continue using the really good solder for this, or should I use maybe the just regular lead? I don't know, this stuff is kind of expensive, but I haven't been going through it that quickly, so it might be worth using this even though it's quite thin. Yeah, it's probably worth using this stuff. This is my, let's see, 62% tin, 36% lead, and 2% silver. Very expensive, but totally worth the price. Go ahead and turn the soldering iron on. Excellent. Alright, and what are we putting on here first? Let's see. Looks like we're doing the resistors. Yep. Oh, that all comes in a nice little pack of... Oh, interesting. Problem is I'm not quite sure which resistors are supposed to be which. Also, that is a very loud thing outside. Not sure which resistors are which. It doesn't actually specify on here. So we're going to have to do a little bit of guesswork. Or, instead, I have a multimeter that I can use. Put that away. And let's use the functionality on the multimeter. See what we got. So R1 is supposed to be a 1K resistor. Good thing that all those photos are in black and white. Looks pretty close to 1K. That's 4.6K. That's 98K. This one seems to only be 80K. Yep, 80K. So it almost went up. 4.5K. 4.6K. Things are kind of all over the place. They're not fantastic resistors. And 380 ohms. So it looks like this first one is my 1K resistor. So we'll go ahead and solder that in. And we're looking at R1. So R1 should be labeled on here. Usually they are. So you have R4, C5, C. Oh, R1. R1 right there. Perfect. So it looks like it goes across those two bridge points. Alright. Go ahead and flux it up. Worst case scenario, if I, miss some of these resistors or something bad happens, I can always use my own supply. So it's not really the end of the world. Go ahead and bend these resistors into shape. Should be about like this. Looks like that's about perfect, actually. And since these are not polarized, it doesn't matter what direction they go in. So what is this used for? This particular project, actually, is, I like how I flexed up the top side, and I'm going to be soldering to the bottom side. That was dumb. So this particular project, actually, is an audio shield. So it looks like that. So one of these is going to be input, one of them is going to be output, and it looks like you can do a bunch of stuff with the pins in between. If not transforming it, at least you know, capturing it en route. It's entirely possible that I'm using a tip that's far too large. Or solder, that's far too small. Just fed a boatload of solder into that. Looks like it's stuck. Oops. Yeah, there's too much solder on that pad there. So we're going to go ahead and reflux that and just kind of float some of it off. Go. Much better. And now we just clip it. Just take the leads there and we just use these flush cuts and clip it off. Like so, and like so. And voila, we have a resistor soldered into the holes there. Very, very easy. Although again, I think maybe my tip is a little bit too big, surprisingly enough. Usually that tip works fine, but I think I'm going to need one of these other tips. I'm looking at maybe this guy here, which I've used previously. So we're gonna let the iron cool down a little bit and put this tip on here so that way I can kind of get better control of where I'm going with these holes. That's what she said. So that was bad, I'm sorry. Let me know if the lighting is poor or not. It's too bright. I can kind of turn it down a little bit if need be. I think that looks pretty alright. Can also turn the light up. I got a new light, so I can kind of mess with the settings a little bit here. There we go. The internet is never complete without a "that's what she said" joke. I agree. You can't have a stream without at least one of those. There we go. This is still going to be quite hot, so I'm going to use my pliers that I desperately need an actual pair of pliers, but I will use these for now. Oh, you know what? I also have a mat that I could be using, a soldering mat. I'll find a way to use that next stream. I have too many new toys and I ran out of time to test them all. But I do now have a soldering mat that just came in today, so I'll be using that for tomorrow's stream probably. In the meantime, I'm just going to put hot materials directly on my wooden desk. It will be fine, he says. Something like this should help. It'll be fine, famous last words. There we go. Look, I can actually attach this whole thing just by using a pair of pliers and nothing else. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but you can. It is possible. Gonna move that out of the way. Not have it roll back. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. That should be cleaner for me. Alright, so next up is my resistor 2 with a 4K7, so that's 4.7K. So let me go ahead and, once again, just kind of off camera here, pull out the multimeter. And test which one of these is 4.7K. That is 4.6K. That's pretty close to 4.7. So these should be plus or minus 5%. I like the blue ones because they are plus or minus 1%. And I know a lot of people are against the blue resistors because you can't read them very well, which, you know, that's fair. I totally understand that. I don't like the fact that you can't read them either, but honestly, you're supposed to measure these anyway, just in case you fucked up and put one in the wrong drawer. So it doesn't really matter too much. And ultimately, I prefer a plus or minus 1% rather than a plus or minus 5%, because 1% is less than 5%. Basic math with Alex. One is less than 5 children. Did you know? Yeah, so we've got R2. And R2, just to be sure, was the 4.7K. Awesome. And 4.6 is close enough. There we go. So I found out about you the most likely same way most people did, Minecraft server deving. Do you still do that, or is that something for free time now? So, interesting story with that, actually. A lot of the time, people find me through my YouTube channel, which is mostly hacking. But I do a lot of Minecraft server dev as well, which is, yeah, sure. I do it in my free time. It's something that I enjoy doing, just kind of in my off time, in my downtime. So it's not something I do constantly. It's fun. I like it. But funny story with that. Actually, there's a video coming out probably next week that will touch on that subject on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to see it. Like I said, it should be sometime next week. I did notice you have close to 1 million views on your Hacker's Backpack video. Actually, yes. I've been meaning to make a big deal about that because apparently that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that, though. I think my best option is to make another Hacker's Backpack video on YouTube to celebrate the 1 million views that the first one got. So Resistor 3 is 100K. Just leave these on. That's 97K. Okay. So this next one here is 97K, which is pretty close to 100K. Again, plus or minus 5%. Up to 5%. this, and then that is for resistor number 3, R3. So we'll go ahead and flux the bottom. Funny enough, a 2-ish year video, when I saw that video, I downloaded Kali and started messing with Aramon. I think that's what it's called. I didn't get very far. Actually, do I have a R1, R2, R3? Where's R3? Is R5, R6, R4? Where's R3? Oh, R3 right here. Oof. So I think if I don't already have a video on hacking Wi-Fi, I could definitely make one. I thought I did, but I'm kind of doubting that now. I think maybe I thought about making one, and it was on the list, and I just didn't get around to it. I'll have to double check that. If I didn't, definitely tell me, and I'll make one, because honestly, Wi-Fi hacking is probably some of the easiest stuff you can do. There we go. Perfect. We'll go ahead and flush cut these. And leave scraps all over my desk because that's exactly what I want to deal with later. Metal scraps. Okay. So there's our 3 done. R4 is going to be a 82K, I'm sorry, 82K resistor, which I think is actually the next one. I think they laid these out well. Let me double check though. It's always good to double check. And this one's 80K, which is pretty close to 82K. Like I said, I definitely prefer the plus or minus 1% resistors. It's nicer to have a value that's closer to what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so R4 is actually, I think I saw it. It is right here, R4. So go ahead and bend this. There we go. Add a little flux, and we're off to the races. That should be them right there. There we go. Perfect. That fits in there snugly like that. Alright. Go ahead and solder these, and that should be resistor number 4 done. The nice thing about the really thin wires is that you have a ton of flow control. I can just feed it a ton of wire, and I mean, I still have the same amount of wire that I would normally buy. It's just I can feed it a ton and not have to worry too much about my flow control because it's kind of just already there. Although this time I screwed it up a little bit because I didn't see what I was doing. My microphone is slightly in the way of my vision here. It's a little bit annoying. Let me see if I can move it just slightly. There we go. Much better. Now I can actually see. We'll go ahead and reflow this. And this. There we go. Solder crawling up the side of the peg there. I just checked again. That video is at 196,000. Oh, that was a 900K. That's okay. I I noticed it was about to hit a milestone, that particular video. I just don't know which one. Stream said 196. I thought I recently checked that actually, like 2 days ago, and I'm pretty sure it saw it on almost 1 million views. I'll have to double check that. It seems interesting. The Hacker's Backpack video. Oh, we checked that yesterday, or 2 days ago, and it was almost at 1 million. But maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Alright, so Resistor 5 is a 4.7K. And so is Resistor 6. These next two should be 4.7K. If the previous 4 and... Huh. Interesting. Maybe the channel was going to hit 1 million views? I know something was. Yep, that's 4.6. And it's also 4.6. In fact, that one was almost exactly 4.6. Good resistor. Okay, so R5 and R6 are 4.6K. And these will be, where's my R5 and R6? Here's R5, here's R6. Perfect. That works. Something was getting to a milestone, and I can't remember what it was. Okay. The Hacker's Backpack video is almost at 1 million? Million views?
Yeah, it said more.
No. 196,000. That's okay. Okay, we'll do 2 at once, because these two are very close together, we might as well, right? That's okay. Yeah, I think next week plus a couple of days to actually record and, edit the video. I'm going to do something Minecraft related. Went ahead and did something kind of fun, so I figured it'd be nice to record a video out of it and, have some laughs. There we go. Just trying to solder this through the forest of pegs. Only needs to be shoved down a little bit. Whoops. That was my iron. That's fine. Yeah, I got some solder crawling up the side there. There we go. That looks good. That should be welded. Alright, just leave clippings everywhere because that's what we do here. Just leave clippings everywhere. And finally, resistor number 7 is 390 ohms, which I think I checked. But I will check again just in case. has almost exactly 390 ohms. Again, good resistor. So, where is resistor 7? R7 here. I think I saw, right here, right across the top. Perfect. Oh god, that was a lot of flux. Just drown the board in flux. That's okay. There is no such thing as too much flux. It's just, there's a lot there. That's all. There we go. Ah, flux everywhere. Well, at least everything will stick super well. Just the right amount of flux, exactly. This is the perfect amount of flux. What are you talking about? Go, and that looks good. I'm gonna wash the flux off the back of that in a second here. Oops. Probably could use a little bit of a trim there. Don't want these to stick out too far. There we go. Let's grab my dish of wonders. Full of magical solution that nobody seems to have anymore. It's an incredibly rare liquid, I hear. In fact, I hear it has magical properties. This is really dumb. Sorry. Grab my horsehair brush and get this flux off here. Now, my horsehair brush. This is also what's called my anti-vegan brush. If I need the vegans to go away, I just pull this out. Now that I've insulted like 3/4 of the people who watch Twitch, how's it going? Every time I spill flux on my boards, I always think, well, I do say there is no such thing as too much flux, and I'm just kind of putting that to the test here. I'm gonna flux all over my table now. Just gonna use my shirt, it's fine. It's a good shirt. What they don't know won't hurt them. Exactly. Perfect. That looks pretty good so far. A little bit of flux on here. Now missed that little area there. But it's not all pokey, so that's a good start. Yeah, perfect. Alright. 2 is the ceramic capacitors, which are these guys. You can tell because they're made of ceramic. That's probably why they call them ceramic capacitors. So every single one of these is 100 nanofarad capacitor, so that really helps. And just stick these kind of anywhere. And ceramic capacitors are, again, non-polarized, so I can just stick them wherever I want, and it will be fine, he says. So, perfect. The more you know. Exactly. I'm teaching you things. I don't know what I'm teaching you, but I'm sure it's relevant somehow. If it says ceramic in the title, it probably is made of ceramic. Let's see. Probably should have taken a look at the capacitor. Ah, there it is. Capacitor 17. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13, 16, 17. Okay. So 1, I need to find 1. C1 right here. Should probably actually just put these in here. And then focus on, you know, getting them soldered on. I have no idea what I just did this for. Ceramic capacitor, there we go. Alright, so we got C1, which I will hold in here by bending the leads. C2, I will do the same. Gonna go ahead and bend the leads on this one, just to fit in the holes. And C2, I think I just saw it. Yep, C2 right here. We're gonna flux the shit out of the back of the board. Bend the leads, just very slightly, just so I can get a good joint. So it can be held in place while I get a good joint. Right, C4 is next. This will be a lot easier if I can do this all at once. And a lot faster. Might actually be able to get this board done this stream. And we'll see that. I'm never very fast at this, so you never know. So C4 is right here. Yeah, I got it in there somehow. Come on, just bend, will you? Yeah, that's close enough. C4, C6, C8. So continue bending leads like there is no tomorrow. So here's C6. C6 right here. So 10 nanofarads? 10 nanofarads, I believe. So these would be power smoothing capacitors, probably for... if I had to take a guess at what these power smoothing capacitors were for without actually cheating and looking, looks like they go into these capacitors here. That's a little strange. And then they go into this chip. I'm not sure why you have capacitors leading into capacitors. That's a little strange to me. But okay. Lots of power smoothing is happening. That's what's happening. Lots of power smoothing. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would happen. Hi, it's a Beeben. Beeben? Beeben? Right now if I pronounce that wrong. Hi. Yes, you got it on the third attempt. You got it though. So we got C6 and C8 is next. Go ahead and bend this one. Bend and bend. Perfect. So C8, I think I just saw C8. Maybe I didn't. Oh, that's right here. Oh. Put it that close to the camera thinking you could actually see it. And you can't. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. Okay, so there's C8, C12, 13, 16, and 17. Okay. Alright, so where's 12? There's 16 and 17. C12 and C13 right there. So I was trying to push in the capacitor. Come on. There you go. Just had to use a little bit of force. Totally necessary force. Definitely. Day 3 since eating a stick of mozzarella. My strength is returning, though my lactose enzymes are all but obliterated. The big cheese is granting me powers that make me fluent in a million forms of cheese and possibly French. Run. Oh my god. The big cheddar, eh? The head-on show. The big slice of mozzarella. I had to, I'm sorry. It was too perfect. No, you stay. There's just leads all over the place on the back of this board. It's gonna be a nightmare to solder, but I'll figure it out somehow. I didn't even flux anything. Right, so we got C16 and C17, which I just saw earlier, are right next to each other. That shouldn't be too bad. Here's C16. The C stands for capacitor, because capacitor starts with C. Can you think of other words that start with C, boys and girls? Tried to keep a straight face, that just didn't work. I tried, I'm sorry. Cheese starts with C. Elbow cough. Hey. I tried so hard. And got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter. I make that reference a lot on this stream. I like how my soldering iron has just now decided, I haven't been used in a minute. I'm gonna cool down. Right when I need it. No, right when I'm just about to need it. That's fine. Once I give it a little bit of resistance, it'll wake back up and go, oh yeah, I'm being used. I'm sure there's an instruction manual somewhere for that thing that lets me disable the auto sleep timer, but to be fair, sometimes it's helpful. There it goes. It's heating back up. It knows it's got a little resistance, so it's like, oh hey, something's happening. There we go. You can do these pretty quickly, actually. This is what happens when you take your time to actually, you know, do things correctly. It's like magic. It's like it actually works for you or something. Thumbs up, thank you, I appreciate it. See, soldering is easy. All you require is a metric boatload of flux. It's fine. All you need in life is flux. You could probably even eat flux. I'm sure it's not healthy for you, but you could probably eat it. You could live on flux. My life is flux. That one's not quite. I can kind of tell some of these joints aren't quite finished from here. I'll have to go back and check them. Oh yeah, excuse me while I just I'm breathing that flux. Oh god. Oh. That just shortened my lifespan by 10 seconds. Oh hi, it's Akemi. I'm late. Also stream won't load. Uh-oh. Won't load for you? Seems like other people are watching on YouTube. Maybe try Twitch. That might work better for you. Hot, 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 hot. That was my finger. Oh, you know what? If the stream won't load, perhaps he can't hear me. Maybe I could think about that for a second before I respond, you know, out of chat. Here we go. Hey! Twitch works. I'm glad Twitch is working for you. Okay, so that works. My CPU is at 100% for no reason. That's not good. Should check for for Bitcoin miners and things. Just gonna trim off all these leads. So that was all the capacitors done. Hey! Oh god. Ah! I'm not sure what the hell happened here, but it just like left a bunch of leads on. There we go, much better. This is kind of satisfying, I'll be entirely honest. I don't know about you guys, but this looks satisfying to me. Feels satisfying. Stream not moving, I don't know if it's me or if it's Twitch. It's probably you. I'm betting it's probably your CPU usage at 100% is probably causing that, sir. Just a wild stab in the dark, but I mean, it seems kind of likely, doesn't it? God, that was satisfying. Alright. Should do that more often. Found the problem, I reinstall Windows, I need drivers for all this going on the integrated GPU. Yeah, no, that would definitely help. Every time I update my NVIDIA drivers, and I'm watching a YouTube video in the meantime, it always pauses, and it pauses the YouTube video and then it'll move it back down to like 360p. Because the graphics card is the one doing the buffering and rendering there. And so I assume it's probably similar on Twitch. Alright, now we got the fun stuff. We got LEDs. I'm not sure where the LEDs are. Hey look, an LED. I appreciate your hard work. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you watching. It's awesome. I always appreciate people watching. LED 1. There's one spot where this goes. I'm not sure where it is. LED 1 right here. Alright, so helpful tip on LEDs. These are polarized. You gotta find the positive and the negative. If you don't, so normally you'll see the negative is the shorter one and the positive is the longer one. But if it's been clipped or something has happened, you can usually tell the negative side by it having a flat surface on the negative end. The plastic will usually have a flat dip there, but this one does not, so all I have to go on is the length of the terminals. Holy moly, 2 gigs for a driver. I mean, that's actually not terrible. I assume it's an NVIDIA driver. Thanks, bro. Oh yeah, thank you. And so with the silk screen, the white is your negative. So in my case, short end goes into the white end. White end, short end, short end, white end. Yes, it is. Ah. Well, I mean, that's not terrible for an NVIDIA driver. I assume it's a more modern graphics card. At least I hope it is. There we go. Just get the leads bent there so that way I can flux it up and solder this together. It's like someone in the middle. Ah. My RTX 2080 pities you. Occasionally I have to throw that out there. Basically, there are two reasons to buy an RTX 2080 Ti. One of them is for games. The second one is for bragging rights, and right now I'm using the second. My RTX 2080 Ti laughs at you and your mid-tier graphics card. That's all I got. Sorry. So that's all the helpful advice that I can muster, is just laughing at your pitiful graphics card. I'm so sorry. I also bought unnecessarily flashy and expensive RAM earlier today. I went out and got myself. I went out and bought oh Jesus, hang on, name escapes me because I'm trying to like flux this at the same time. I can't. Apparently, my brain cannot do two things at once. I went out to Micro Center today and bought G-Skill Trident Royals, which are unnecessarily flashy. Oh man, GeForce GTX 780 Ti. I actually remember wanting one of those. I had a well, I had no graphics card, and I wanted to get a graphics card, and the 780 Ti's were actually top of the line back then when I wanted one. And I thought, you know, I should probably get one of those, and I never did. I eventually upgraded to a 980, just a regular 980, not a Ti. And then I upgraded directly from a 980 to a 2080 Ti. Wait, only 2 viewers? I still have a bad CPU. Oh, I'm sorry. Been having a good time soldering? I have. It's been quite relaxing and fun and chill, and I appreciate these streams. Because I get to sit back and actually, you know, talk to you guys. It's fun. I have a bad CPU, but it does the job, so I can't complain. That's fair. I mean, I don't have the best CPU. Mine's a Ryzen 7 3700X. It's not top of line. It's not a Ryzen 9. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but this guy deserves more than 100. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, so 4 is the IC socket. So this is the IC, the integrated chip, but I want the socket, because you don't generally want to solder a chip directly to the board. So we're going to place the socket in here instead. So he's going to go right up here. Like so, if I can actually, you know, get it in. An Intel i3. That's not terrible. Oh, wow, hang on. Something happened in shipping here. I don't know if you can see that, but we got a bent pin. It's a little bit difficult to see. There we go. We got a bent pin out on the edge. No wonder it was behaving strangely. Got a little bit damaged in shipping, but that's okay. We can fix it. The one thing I don't have is extra sockets. So if I break this, then it's game over. Game over, man. Oh, there's another bent pin right here. Oh, that's impressive. Yeah, socket got a little roughed up in shipping, huh? Most of these are bent to a slight degree. It's gonna be hard to put this in here. I'll give it a shot, though. Oh, I got it. Hey, that actually went in a lot easier than I thought it would. Cool. Go ahead and just flux this all up and at least solder one of these joints on so it stays. Just need this thing to stay. There we go. Now we'll use my good solder and get one of these joints soldered in and just check the rest of them. Okay, that's one of them. Does this look okay? I think it looks alright. I can probably solder the rest of that. It'll be fine. Make it stick on this end too. There we go. Alright, now I can just kind of freely get these things done. I don't know what the song is, but it's freaking awesome. My apologies, I'm looking down and not at chat here, but give me a moment, I'll look back up. Oh, still at until I3, got it. I've returned. I was eating food. Ah. The prodigal son returns. i3 is still bottom of the line for me. I wouldn't buy anything less than an i5 for myself. i5 still has a laggy 1 hour startup sometimes. To be fair, I mean, I probably wouldn't get anything less than an i5 either, but an i3 is still okay. It still runs things. It just doesn't run them, you know, incredibly well. I'm just going to be smelling flux for the next like 3 hours. Like, do you like flux? You like the smell of flux? Because this is what's going to happen. At least it smells okay, I guess. It's happening. I'm already getting used to the smell. I have an i5 6400 and I have no problems with it. Yeah, I mean, i5s are good. For me, with an SSD and i3, it takes about 6 seconds to boot Windows, and Linux is instant. I mean, Linux is going to be instant no matter what. Like, you could be running i3 on a, I don't know, Celeron 2, and it'd still be boot up in like 5 seconds. No, bro, I hate the smell of flux. Well, good thing you're not smelling this then, eh? It's gonna be me smelling this for the next like 5 hours. It's just, it's all wafting directly into my nose. Like, it doesn't even bother going anywhere else. It's like, ooh, nose. Like, right at my face every single time. Oh, yeah. Tell that to my PC with an FX2 chip running Ubuntu. Use a mask? Yeah, I probably should. Or, actually I have a little Flux fan on my Amazon wish list, which I do want to grab at some point. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I shortened my lifespan by another like 15 seconds by doing that, but you know, whatever, it's fine. It's entertainment, that's all that matters. I'm gonna be on my deathbed, like 60, and go, man, I wish I had that 10 seconds back. 60? I'm anticipating dying at 60, apparently. 60 is old to me. Stay safe, yeah. Do eGPUs work well? No. No, they don't. That's the short and sweet answer, no. But plays Minecraft at 300 FPS. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. At what, low settings? With no mods or graphics? Watch the position of the notch. I didn't watch the position of the notch. It doesn't actually matter. I just have to be careful about the position of the notch on this side. I like how I read that instruction after I soldered it all on. Oh shit. Oh well. Get wrecked. Yeah, get wrecked, scrub. That's all I got, sorry. I tried so hard. Alright, so 5 is push buttons. So we got switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. Reset, forward, erase, record, play, feed through, and volume. Man, this board does a lot. How do you want to play Minecraft at that much speed? GTA 5 works about 50 sometimes when there's nothing much to render, even 60 and 80, it's playable. CSGO is really good. CSGO plays on anything though. Like, they've got CSGO playing on toasters. And Doom. The original Doom, not the new one. Playing the new Doom on a toaster would be a little insane. Honestly, anything over 100 and 110 FPS on Minecraft is overpowered. There's nothing you gain. Well, I have a 144 Hz monitor, so those would like to have a word with you. 344 Hz monitors, so I'd like to have words with you. I can't complain, I'm still in high school. In the future I'll get a better PC. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, some people don't even have it. I mean, limited FPS to 60. It works. I mean, 60 Hz monitor is fine. But I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you have a 60 Hz monitor, upgrading to 144 Hz or even just 120 Hz. The difference is amazing. If you can afford it, upgrade to 120 or 144 Hz. Trust me. If you have the graphics card to do it, you might as well. And trust me, it is worth it. Like, the 344 Hz monitors that I have, each one was $150. Original Doom was ported to pretty much anything, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, that was the original, you know, but can it play Doom, right? And now it's, can it play Crysis? So the question is, sir, can it play Crysis? You can lower down the resolution to allow you to play games on 144 Hz. I mean, yeah, sure, but just buy a 144 Hz monitor. Like, seriously, they're cheap. The ones I have are $150 each. Not that expensive. I mean, yeah, for a high school student, sure, I get it. But when you get into college later and when, you know, you start getting money, $150 is nothing. At least when you know, you're not paying for rent or food or anything like that. I pay for food. I have a CRT monitor, but oh my god, what? I have a CRT monitor, but like old CRT ones. There's also a crystal clear one. For real? I paid $100 for my 60 Hz. Yeah, 144 Hz. That actually isn't that much more expensive than a 60 Hz nowadays. That's why I sprung for the upgrade. Honestly, I had 60 Hz monitors for the longest time, and I was like, fuck it, this is fine. This is good. I'm okay with this. But then I saw the 144 Hz monitors. These were on sale slightly. They were originally like $200, and they were being sold for $150. I was like, sure, $50 off, $150. It's not bad for a monitor. So I got 3 of them. Got a tri-monitor setup here. I paid $10 for my 60 Hz one. Yeah, it's a freaking CRT. I'm in Serbia, so I don't know for USA. Oh, that makes sense. Good vibes. Hello. Hello there. It's an emo gamer, Dro? It's It just kind of stopped at the end there when dro. Well, the thing that got me was the 1080p. It's 22.5 inches, I think. Yeah, these are fine. It's LCD. Oh, okay. Yeah, my monitors. Let's see. These are TN displays, TN panels, because TN's cheaper. These are 27 inches each, I think. Either 25 or 27 inch in 1080p, of course. I do want to grab some 4K, or one 4K monitor probably, at least. Maybe a couple. It'd be nice. One day. I'm sure I missed a bunch of spots there. I have a 4K TV, I could use it like a monitor. You could. Sure. Wow, I did not fill those in at all. Forgot these buttons just eat solder. And again, this is my expensive stuff. There we go. Oh, there's a... Jesus. There's a person outside. Hello, person outside. Just trying to like check my work here. Seeing what I didn't fill in. There we go. Yeah, I totally forgot that these buttons just eat solder. Ugh, directly into my nose again. Again, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like 60 on my deathbed somehow because, you know, lifespans. Lifespans are hard. And I'm gonna just be going, oh, I wish I had that 10 seconds that I lost back again. But oh well. Is it just me or does it does not look soldered at all? Seems like I missed these two. Hang on a minute. I missed these two entirely. I did. There. Now they're filled in, I can actually see. Hey, it's the points. You have 240 points, Mr. King03. There we go. Oh god, I keep missing these. Those two haven't been soldered. Oh. I'm terrible at this, hang on. There we go. I should do one row at a time. Let's be less confusing. This one's not done. Oop. Mr. Evident Singer 14 has 190 points, and Vivian has 50. That'll be awesome later when you're able to get the merch. By the way, if you subscribe, follow, anything like that, then you actually do get extra points. I don't know if you knew that. But if you didn't, now you do. If you subscribe, follow, etc., then you get an extra 50 points. There we go. And then those points can be used later for merch. Free merch, in fact. A merch giveaway, which is actually happening very soon. You're streaming on Mixer too, right? I am. I stream on Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch. All at the same time. Even though Twitch doesn't like it. For now, I'm gonna tell Twitch to go fuck themselves on that stance. For now. That may change later. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Evidence and Shore Team. Oh, Sin. I didn't even see the R. I know it's Evidence Singer. I just thought you changed your name on Mixer for whatever reason. I was trying to pronounce it. Look, I tried. I tried. I'm sorry. Evidence Singe. That's your new name. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I just make the names. Make sure your Microsoft account. Yep. And so yeah, merch is coming soon, actually. Speaking of merch. I just talked to the artist, and they are, I think, about a day or two away from being finished. They took a little bit of extra time to work on some extra stuff. But it looks like they're about a day or two from being finished, which means the merch is about a day or two from coming out. And it will be free, because giveaways are awesome. They're relatively the same across platforms, except my Instagram name, I'm the one that DM'd you yesterday. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate the DM. It's always cool seeing people on Instagram. Where am I from? I am from the United States. Good old Freedom Land. If you can't tell by my accent. Accident? Yes, accent. And apparently my taste in music, dear God. What is this? No. Sorry. There's a website where people can enter email and confirm. You get like 1 cent for every click. Site displays ads. Some people use that method as a donation. Oh, I gotcha. Honestly, meh. Those sites are a little bit sketch. I just prefer to do the giveaways through official sources. I'm from India. Oh yeah, awesome, man. It's always cool seeing like a bunch of different people from all over the world. It's always fun. Does it support YouTube Streamlabs? It does. I actually am doing all my merch through Streamlabs. Oh, hi. Hello. Okay, so we have all our switches. And now we do the mail headers, I guess. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. Just going in order. So it'll be SK7. SK7 is SK6. The silk screen on the edges isn't fantastic. It's a little bit crammed in there. Oh, it was SK7 right here. I mean, not that it really matters too much where you stick the mail headers. That's what she said. It's terrible. Wait, you're supposed to cut these? But why? I am confused. Wait, why are you supposed to cut these? They fit, right? Maybe. Oh, I see. I see. So you actually use... I get it. How's it in India? Yeah, how is it in India? I saw your website, by the way. It looks really good. Awesome, thank you. Oh, hey, thank you, Victor MYT, for the follow. I appreciate it. That's very cool. I didn't know about the live chat from YouTube on it. Yeah. The idea is that, like, everybody can kind of, like, sit and chat, no matter where. Huh. I'll find it. The idea is people can, oh, it's me, Kami, on Mixer. Oh, thank you. The idea is, oh Jesus, where did that fly off to? Outer space, that's where that flew off to. So the idea is no matter what platform that you like, you can just sit and chat and everybody can get points and everything, and it all just kind of melds together and works. That's the hope. Sometimes it doesn't quite work out that way, but most of the time it's fine, and it does. Thankfully I have extra headers. Thank you for the 100 bits in the pizza. Or the 100, I forget what they're called. Electrifying things, yes. That's what they're called, electrifying things, you know. And the pizza. More specifically, thank you for the pizza. Pizza's always good. I can't find where those two headers flew off to. Again, thankfully I have more. I have an entire box of pin headers here. Sparks, yes, those. So I can just use some of mine. Let's see, I've got mail. These are my only mail ones, but that's okay. Try and be a little bit more careful with them this time. Should be the same spacing, I think, so we'll try this. Hey, I managed to clip it off without having it fly all over the place. I'm sure I'll clean my desk later and I'll just find it. It's fine. Okay, so do these go down or up? I think these go up. I think the idea is that these are supposed to be jumped together. Or, well, they might be in the future depending on what you want to do with them. I think. It'll take a while guessing, so you probably want these sticking up, not down. It doesn't seem to show in the picture though. Wild stab in the dark, you want these sticking up. That's what we're going with. Oops. Hey, thank you for the 1,000 sparks and the watering can. How do you know I wanted to be a gardener? I'm kidding, I don't. Gardening is freaking hard, man. Like, for real. Gardening is difficult. Yeah, sure, we'll say that that's straight. Again, see if you can see it. Yeah, totally straight, definitely. Let's try and straighten that out maybe a little bit, eh? I was a little bit lucky, but I got it. Oh god, it's a ground pad. You can tell because it's taking forever to heat up. Come on, there we go. Just soaks up the, Hello, sir. Are you enjoying your motorcycle ride? SR. Exclamation point SR. What does SR do? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, even. I appreciate it. There we go. Oh, you don't have the song request bot. You know what? I think I don't, but I think I can enable it. Or I think there's a way to hook this into like a song request kind of thing. Problem is I'm kind of limited in what I can play. So I don't tend to enable that because a lot of people want songs that I just can't play on stream, otherwise it will get demonetized or silenced or whatever Twitch does nowadays. And so the female headers. Do not cut the connector pins, okay, that's fine. Not like I was going to. I'll just solder these directly in there, that's fine. Makes sense, yeah. It would take some moderation, yeah. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, that's kind of the issue. So I'll figure out a way to do that kind of cleanly. I'd like to have a song request bot. That would be awesome. In fact, I could just make one myself if I don't find one that's suitable. But I'd like to have it somewhat moderated, so that way I don't get silenced, basically. At least if it's automatic. If it's not, then I can always just kind of like be the DJ. But it's really hard to stream and be a DJ at the same time. I don't know if you know that, but it's really friggin' hard. So it'd probably be automatic. Could have to like somehow limit it to the song collection that I have or something, I don't know. I'll be here, but I'll be away from my PC, setting a web server up. Oh, awesome. Well, don't worry. We are pretty much kind of closing up on today's stream anyway. We're gonna finish soldering these female pin headers on, and I think we'll call it a day. Because I've been streaming for an hour and a half, believe it or not. But don't forget, if you want points for free merch, because free merch is always fun. If you want points for free merch, all you gotta do is just watch, chat, because if you're an active chatter, then you get more points. And subscribe, follow, etc. And you get free points just for doing that. That's awesome. And free merch is always fun. I like giving stuff out, but I can't just like give it out for free willy-nilly. I have to have some sort of control over that, because otherwise people will just hop into the stream, buy some, or get some free merch and hop back out. So my best form of control is just using points. And all you have to do to earn points is just watch the streams, honestly. Solder's just going directly into my eyes. I say solder. It's actually just flux. Notifications are always late. I don't know how to fix that. I tried to stream. This time I kind of failed at it, but I try and start the stream like 5 minutes early, and then just let the music and the intro play for 5 minutes. That way it gives the notifications time to boop out. But this time I did not. It sounds like communism, love it. Thanks. And now I'm on the list. Day2.live has a countdown for the next stream. Normally it's at 4 p.m. MST, I think. It's actually 2 p.m. MST, but pretty close. Egg! Hi, it's a Totoro. I don't know USA time. 2 p.m. But that was close. The times are also labeled on the stream. In the beginning and intro and outro to the stream. It's around 8 p.m. for me. Yeah, I try and stream a little bit early because otherwise it ends up too late for the international viewers. but I'm probably going to have to move back to 6 o'clock p.m. my time, which will be very late, unless I want to do weekend streams only. Basically, I'm going to take a look at my stats and figure out how to do that, but I can't really stream at 2 o'clock p.m. anymore because timings and schedules changed once again. It's like 3:06 a.m. there. Oof. Hey, you remember me or just saying my name? Oh no, I remember you, don't worry. It's been a while. India 3 a.m. Ouch, yeah. It's 4 p.m. my time, yeah. Liked ACO the other day. I liked ACO the other day. Assassin's Creed is always fun. Odyssey is definitely one of my most favorite games. You can make your Discord status be streaming so you know you're streaming. I think it is. It automatically sets itself to that. If I remember correctly. Hey, it doesn't show for me. Oh, interesting. I don't know why. But yeah, my Discord status should, like I see purple every single time I stream, so I assume it's set. It says stay safe, friend. Like, oh, I'm friend. Hey, there we go. Let's see, let's just double check my joints there. And double check the straightness of that. That's actually pretty straight. It's not it's not terrible. Look at that. That's not bad. And the joints looks halfway decent. Cool. Not bad, yeah. I'll add a bot to my server. It'll notify me when someone's streaming. Hey, that'll work. That's strange though, yeah. It should say my status when somebody's streaming. Or when I'm streaming. Because I see it in my status at least. So I assume it shows up for everybody else. Maybe it doesn't. But yeah, we're gonna call this here for now. We got this about half built. It's not too bad. I think we'll just end up finishing this up on tomorrow's stream, or yeah. And yeah, don't forget, there is a merch giveaway coming soon. And all you have to do to be part of the giveaway is earn points. And you earn points just by watching the stream, chatting. You earn more points chatting than you do just watching. But you still earn points watching. But yeah. Nice nails. Yeah, thanks. I just trimmed these like 2 weeks ago too. Already getting long. Well, have a good afternoon. Yeah, have a good night. You guys enjoy. Don't have too much fun. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on tomorrow's stream. It'll be interesting to see. Enjoy. Maybe you can watch the outro and see what times I actually stream, or at least for now. Don't have too much fun. Bye.